And welcome back, everybody. This is your host, None Defense, host of this YouTube channel, of course, representing the task force, still unboomable, with our leader, Miss Boom Bitch Angie. What we're doing today is we're working on the Operation Tinderbox, and if I understand correctly, HB is going to be going in. So we're going to actually get a chance to watch him live, and he'll get a chance to watch this video and just kind of hear. You'll get a chance to hear what the stuff that I'm saying to nobody, because it's just me and the cats in the room at the moment, but the stuff that I'm actually verbalizing out loud once HB's ready to go in. This video, though, I have been promising to do a video for one of our members. Her real name is Erica, but we all know her as Tone. Absolutely lovely. I haven't had a super chance to chat with her, but I've chatted with her in the chat a little bit. We've been busy. I know Angie's been meaning to hook up with her via message, just to hang, girl talk stuff. But anyway, I wanted to do a video for her, and just kind of the other day. All right, we're waiting. I'm keeping a close eye on this. But let's see. It was the other day. Tone had an interesting attack that I really wanted to break down. Let's see. It was coming up. All in all, Tone, just from what I've seen of you attack, like, you're fairly solid. Like, you obviously know what you're doing. You know what's going on. There are some flare tactics that I, kind of have, I don't want to say I have issue with. That sounds terrible. But let's watch this one. So this is a little team artillery type attack. Love it. You're throwing well-placed bombs. Okay, let's go. Well, I can't go back. It scares me how close you got to the mines there. Those Zookas, you just never know when they're going to go stray and wild on you. But it was fine in the end. But either one little artillery, just right there, just to go ahead and take care of that whole row, or my preferred, I love flaring over to these corners. You'll see me do that repeatedly. It just takes you so far out of the way. I know it burns some extra seconds. I get that. But man, I've always said, the more troops you have alive when you get there, the better off that you're going to be. So I love flaring to these little corners here. So let's play. We're going to watch this. No, we wanted to do that. So right here, when you got up to here, what I'm doing in this situation, just, at a quick eyeballs glance, is I am actually going to go flare right up here. So you're right here, right? That's when that's where you flared them to. I'm going to flare them back up to here, get them there, and I'm actually going to go fight this stuff. I know it's, we're thinking, oh God, it's cannons. Yeah, but, a shocked cannon isn't really much of a threat. You know what I mean? And they're all just right there. So I would have totally just flared right there. I'm known to flare the middle target in situations like these. I don't do it all the time, but I am known to. And just go and shock it and just fight this stuff, man. Like, you can take a round or two, because you only lasted 32 more seconds down here. I think you would have lasted, longer than that. So what happened over here? So, and then once once you're dealing with all this stuff, your heavies can only take so much. That flare there, I didn't understand that flare. My thinking there at the end, if you're already down here and you're already engaging this stuff, and it's only a matter of time before your attack's gonna be done anyway, just go ahead and stay there. Get as many of those shots off as you can. But it was a good attack. All right, come on, HB. Let's see. Has he attacked yet? Have we missed anything? Where did HB go? All right. Well, HB, you're making a liar of me, but it happens. Let's see, because now I know as soon as I go into the next one. That was on that one. Maybe it was the last op we did. Pretty sure it was on Tone. You, as those who do not know, Ms. Erie, whatever, I call her, would say Erie in chat, because autocorrect is just stupid. And it really is. HB brought it up that I do have a tendency of just nicknaming people, and it's just because autocorrect is stupid. Like, I'll say your name, Bronsoon, Bartholomew, Willow, Nick Hill, too, you know, like, Silence. Like, I'll say these names. I ain't scared to say the names, just you gotta type it out. Like, who wants to type out Fancy Pants? Just type out Fancy and you're covered. You know, I don't want to say Bronze Richard. Rich is fine, you know. That's kind of how that happens. Tone, I know you were in here somewhere. You probably saw me pass you several times. Okay, maybe you didn't attack this last one. We took it down pretty fast, so no worries there. Okay, let's go before that. Maybe it was this bottleneck. Okay. It's fun being able to just beat bottleneck. Like, remember when we were all worried about it? Now we're worried about Tinderbox. I think we're okay so far. You know, we'll see. We'll see. I definitely want to say thank you to Nick for, you know, just being along to offer his perspective. Braun as well. Braun has not been available so far, but we know Braun. He will pop up. And once he's in, he is in hard charging. Alright, so Tone, let's see what we did here. So you got to win. So, you know, yay, good for you for winning. There was an attack. Maybe it was on Eerie. I'll definitely have to do some more research. Clearly I wasn't, you know, didn't have the super planned out. That was a good attack. I mean, you know, you knew what you could do. I don't know what your capabilities were at this point. But again, you clearly knew what you had in mind. And you got the job done. So, okay. Man. There was something. There was an attack. Maybe it wasn't. Alright, we're going to look for Misery. And Tone, I know you don't get on that account like super. I mean, just as a habit, and this isn't a criticism, I just notice that you'll attack on Tone early, and then you'll kind of not attack on Misery for like a while, you know, which is fine. You know, or not attack at all, which is fine as long as it's not needed. You know, people will apologize. It's funny to me, people will apologize for not attacking an op that we beat. And it's like, well, partner, you notice that we beat that, so it stands to reason that it was already destroyed before you had a chance to sit down and really attack. And that happens to more than a few of us. I don't know where it was. Alright, well, we're still waiting on HB, but I'm going to show you. And I can do this really fast. Here we go. We'll just do this NPC. And this is a flare tactic that I see a lot of people who attack my base use. I'm not worried about, you know, how we're dropping or anything. You'll see where I'm coming from in just a moment. Get rid of you. Okay. Alright, this is perfect. Alright, so I'm just going to get everybody up here. So what I see is, let's say people, you know, you have a bead on the HQ, like you're lined up on it. You're like, oh man, you know, I'm lined up on the HQ and I got to get there, so I'm going to just flare right there. I see people do that flare right there all the freaking time, and I've seen you do it, and I'm not yelling at you, but see how, like, they're all bunched up together? You know, we're going to just do this again. Let's see. Give me just a moment. Now, let's see. I don't remember how many Zookas I went in with, but look at that. I lost 2 because of that flare. So now that we've seen, that's what I call that flare, and I have named it that flare because I hate that flare. I don't understand that flare. It's a stupid flare. We really shouldn't use that flare. If you're in a situation, you know, and it's just my opinion, but especially in operation, you're gonna go up against an HQ that has something behind it hitting you all the time. So let's say you're in a situation, you're like, oh man, I need to, go ahead and do the flare to the HQ or whatever, and just pretend it's an operation. What I would rather see you do, instead of that panic flare to right there, which is a terrible flare, I would rather see you flare all the way back to this back wall, or to the beach, or just out of the way. Just get so far. When you need to reset, then you need to reset. You need to get everybody out of there. You can't see me waving my arms, but just imagine me waving my arms just to, really express that you got to go way back, way back. All right, so we're going to retreat here. That flare. Now, obviously, when I did that flare, that was just an example. And when I see it again, if you ever see any of my accounts jump up in chat and all I say is that flare, what I'm specifically referring to is that flare. HB, where did you go? We were doing an awesome video talking about how great you were going to attack. Okay, well, let's just look at Nick 2's attack because it was awesome. Oh, Angie had a really good one as well. Really, all of these attacks have been pretty good, except for the ones I've been involved in. So this was Machina. I've seen it pronounced both ways. So she just kind of spread them out there, flared there. This was our first time trying this particular tactic. After watching Nick and the way he did it, it's like, all right, cool. Now that we know what the best way to do it is, bring it on. Like, we could do this 7 times in a week. It's fine. But it was a really good attack because ultimately that shock launcher really needed to go. And yeah, she wasn't in long once that smoke cleared, but she took out a rocket and a shock launcher. So that's awesome. Great job, Angie. But, just to, if we have to be critical, and I'm critical of everybody, myself included, especially myself. She kind of flared, or she dropped wrong, flared wrong, but we were learning. So that's how she did it. And then she tried again with Bartholomew, and this is Angie driving. Okay, so, she kind of worked on but she did the same thing. She landed better, so she did better, but it's still ultimately kind of, a version of the same problem. But she ended up taking a couple of rockets with her, and that's huge. Oh, and I didn't point out, she was artillery. She was throwing some bombs at the rocket behind that. And when I noticed that she had almost got it between those two attacks, I went ahead and put in Grublet. I called his number. And you notice that this rocket was really weak along with these mortars. Well, because she understands the benefit of hitting multiple targets at one time. So she made sure she had well-placed bombs. Great job. So that was perfect for a Grublet. They were down to like 11,000 and some odd, whatever. Nothing huge. And that put it in the reach of Grublet. My goal right there was once those were gone, I dropped troops way over here and just sent them over here because I figured they may get a couple of kills. And as a result, I wasn't even watching them in attack. All I was doing was just saving my gunboat. I just wanted to get, 1 or 2 shots off. So just sent them over there. Didn't target them, didn't flare them, didn't do anything. I just knew that ultimately they were going to do whatever they were going to do, and it would last as long as it would last. And I would bomb whatever I could bomb until there was nothing left to bomb or no troops left and whatever. So if anybody asks me, why'd you attack over there? Because at least I got a couple of artillery out of it, cool. It's a Grublet, you just do what you get what you get out of Grublet, and you're happy about it. This was Nala with warriors on this attack, and I'm not super comfortable with warriors. Like, I understand them, I get them, I understand the timing. I don't know, just like it always seems like I do that one little thing wrong, but that's on me. That's my weakness. I got to work on that, and I will continue to do so. But so after Angie and Grublet did all the hard work, I figured I'd send Nala in, and what I thought was going to be a decent attack turned out to be not so great. But we were dropping here and then flaring to there, and I flared right there, and I thought that would help out, and I did shocked okay. Just didn't get that rocket. Yeah, I could have shocked better. I know I missed a rocket somewhere in there. But then Nick comes in with his small account, and he showed us the right way. You know, if I have to be critical of you, Nick, hey, thanks for telling us to do that. Anyway. But now that we get it, we understand it, we're like, oh, okay, cool. Like, yeah, that made a lot more sense once we thought about it. It was like, it's right there. So we definitely got to get better on that. But, you know, we're getting there. Okay, well, I don't think he, maybe HB, like, died. He said he was going to eat some steaks at a party or something. Is it possible that he had, like, a heart attack? I know I shouldn't joke about that, but, you know, I don't know. Usually he says he's hopping in, and boom, there he goes. Oh, and this is Angie in. So, which rocket should I go for? Can I go for... Alright, I can go for the one on the right of the core and bomb the one up front, or go for the one up front and bomb the one on the right. And then she just changed her mind. She said, never mind, the one on the right is instant suicide. So, it looks like Angie is going to go in with... No, not that one. So, and Angie has no idea that I'm recording this live. So, I'm just going to say, sounds good. Because whatever her plan is, I'm sure it's lovely. So, alright. This is kind of funny because she doesn't know that we're recording. So, but she has seen what Nick has done, right? So let's see how she duplicates it. Okay. Okay. And didn't quite work out. I'm going to be getting a text saying sorry. But, you know how I rate it. As long as that rocket goes, then it was a good attack. And beautiful. Beautiful. Great job. Great job. Alright, go Angie. So, there you go. I'm going to say, good job, Angie. When I use the word good job is different when I use the word great job. Let's see, good job, Angie. Got one. Wait, how many did she get? Didn't she bomb one? No, I guess not. Okay, so she's got to go. She's at work, and she has no idea that she's... Well, she's been on YouTube, obviously. We've done these videos for a while. Okie dokie. Well, we wanted to watch HB. Let's just ask for him. Where did HB go? For anybody who wonders what my op morning is like, honestly, you know, from the time that we start the op to the time that Jim wakes up, who is my father and stepfather technically, but whatever, he's my... When my mother passed away, I inherited her 2 cats and her husband. I don't know what to tell you. So, but Jim's a good dude. But so when I start the op, I'm just sitting here chilling. Start the op. I got Boom Beach up on 2 devices. One that I try to keep an eye on for chatting. One that I, you know, am doing attacks. Just, you know, whatever. I'll have... This sounds so stupid. I'm such a dork. Madden, you know, the video game, the football video game. Well, I have a team on there that I've created. And, of course, they're called Still Unboomable. And we have some really good players on there. And I've renamed them. Some of the... I'm not going to tell you who I named and who didn't get... Who made the team and who didn't make the team. Because I don't want anybody to think I picked favorites. Because I was really just naming off all the names that I could think of. Oh, well, here's Nisi. Let's see. He says he's nearly ready. Let's see what nearly ready means in his opinion. Yeah, I'd say it's nearly ready. Good job. Only one Zuka to go. Black River. So anyway, I'm just sitting here, and that's what I do. I'm just watching the chat, doing some little casual attacks. I don't want to do... Oh, and I wanted to say please there. Please is important. Nisi's a good guy. I like Nisi. So we're going to go in here. And he's going to be ready to go. I don't know how long this video is. This was supposed to be a video for Tone, and I've already botched that up. But I think I kind of said all that I really had to say. I'll say it again. Tone, you're pretty good. Sometimes you do that stupid HQ flare, and I hate it. So, whatever. But I like you, you know, and we all do stupid things. I can go through every single one of my attacks and tell you something stupid that I did that I knew better. It's like, I know better than that. Why the heck did I do that? I'll tell you why. Because it's live. You know, and when it's live, you never really know what's going to happen. You just do your best to stick to the fundamentals and just hope it all works out. And, you know, we do a good job as a team to coordinate it, to talk about it, and it's cool. Like, here we are. I mean, you see it. If you're watching this video and you're not on this team, like, this is how it is. Like, I'm sitting here with the chat up, just waiting to go. Waiting. I have attacks ready. Sometimes it's my job to do certain things to set up the big attack for somebody else. Sometimes it's their job to set me up for the big run, you know. But that's kind of what we do. We try to excuse me, we try to just go through and just peck away at things, and then all of a sudden we just break off a huge run. Okay, so he's going to flare there. Okay. Now, Nisi, I know you're going to be concerned about that rocket. I hope you drop a smoke right there. Smoke right there. Right there. No smoke. Okay, he's going straight for artillery. Alright, shot. Right there. Nisi, shot. Shot. Nisi. Hey, Nisi. You're doing great, pal. Nisi. There's a Nisi. Nisi, would you do me a favor, please? Can we drop a shot? Whoa, okay, well, that was something, but it wasn't quite a shot. But, you know, good use of bomb. Hey, you want honest insight into what I think about your attacks. There is no better way to get it than from when I'm watching live. That was good. I mean, great bomb work. I'm even going to say that. Great bomb work. Let's see. Great bomb work, Nisi. In fact, I'm recording right now. So I'm saying to you, you can read. In fact, I'm recording live right now. So, we'll see how Nisi, responds to this. Now, Nisi has watched some of the videos, so I'm sure just because I said that, he's going to be like, oh, Lord, who knows. But I like Nisi. He's a good guy. He doesn't chat a lot. That's fine, Nisi. You don't have to chat. It's not expected. People will pop up in the chat when they feel like chatting. Period. And if they don't feel like chatting, that's okay. Don't bother. It's too late. Now, I want to do a lot of O's there. Sometimes you just need extra O's. And if anything calls for a bwahaha, then this calls for a bwahaha. So, anyway. Alright. So, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. Basically, just ramble. But, hey, you got to watch what happens in live attacks. I talked to Tone a little bit. What else did we do? Did I do a good job of describing when we op? Like, this is what I do. Like, I just try to... My job, I know I don't get the most intel on the team, you know, compared to others who, as single accounts, they get like tons, like LMs and Angie, and it seems like people like that, Ken Roddy, it seems like people like that, they can get as much intel as a single as I can as a multi-user. My time goes in what I'm doing now, you know, management. And I use the finger quote there, management. Just being available. Like, that's what I bring to the team, is my availability to be available. Now Jim's gonna wake up at some point and he's gonna come in and he's gonna say, "Hey, you want to smoke a joint?" And you know, the answer will probably be yes. Yes, I do, Jim. But you know, that's just whatever, and we'll just chill until then. But so I'm wrapping this video up. So I want to thank all of y'all so much for being a part of our team. Just whether we beat Tinderbox today or we lose Tinderbox today, doesn't really matter. We're just goofing off and enjoying being a part of something, you know, bigger than any individual. So somebody chatted. Not easy. I don't know if he's giving me a fist bump or he's punching me, but either way I deserve it. So alright, anyway, well, I want to thank all of y'all so much for watching. As always, please remember we are still unboomable. And as always, please, 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 and oh God, I can't stress how important this is, be safe. Thank you so much.